So, something nobody likes to hear. Overlanders don't like to hear it. Jeepers don't like to hear it. Any type of other four-wheel drive vehicle doesn't like to hear it. All those groups, ATV guys don't like to hear it. We all don't like to hear that a trail has been shut down. That a place that we've gone to, and enjoyed, we can no longer go to. That a place that we plan on going and seeing again is closed. We're not allowed to go. So here in Oklahoma, there is a fairly famous trail for Oklahoma standards. It's called the K Trail. A lot of you have probably seen videos that people have posted on YouTube about it, that people have shared and told stories about, and it is no longer available for us to drive from Clayton, Oklahoma to Three Sticks Monument. That portion is closed. It's been speculated for years, and we wanted to get down to the bottom of it, a few of my friends, and so we kind of called around. I called the Clayton Police Department, the Clayton City Hall, and they said that they didn't care. Do what you want to do. Doesn't bother us. Well, that adds to the speculation of whether or not it's open or closed. So we continued to talk to more people, and one of the guys called the Sheriff's Department, and Sheriff's Department said, you will get a ticket if you are caught on that section of the trail. It is private land. It is not open to the public. It is not a road, which most of us thought it was, but it's technically not a county road, and I guess even if it is, it's been closed. And I think it's really technically a trail. But the Sheriff's Department said yes, and that the game warden will be the person that handles that. So then we had a guy call the game warden in the area. And he said, yes, he will be writing tickets if you are caught on the trail. It's a $500 ticket for the first offense. And if you were caught a second time, it is a $1,500 ticket. And I also believe they're going to impound your vehicle for either one of those. So, yeah, that's something we don't want to hear. We don't want to hear that. But it's the truth. And we told, or I guess the guy that called said, well, there's no signs. And he said that they actually put signs up all the time, but they get ripped down by off-roaders is what they suspect. And that they've had a gate, and the gate gets pushed away and taken down. So if you're out there and you plan on going out there, I wouldn't go, because you're going to get a ticket. Now, you might not get one the next time you go, but eventually you're going to get a ticket, and the landowners can call, get your tag, and prosecute. That's what we were told by the game warden. So keep all that in mind. It has been long, not even really speculated, but it's fact that it's been booby-trapped before. Which scares the heck out of me, because what they're doing is they're putting plates with nails sticking out of them, so in a puddle, so that you drive over and get a flat tire. I've had a few friends that have had flat tires on 3 of the 4 tires on their vehicle, because they went down there and it was booby trapped. Scares me, because what if you're walking down the road to check something out and you step on one of those? So it's just scary. It's not worth it. And now east of Three Sticks Road, you can still go. That's Forestry Service Road. So that's still open for us. You can still do that. Along with that, another topic that brings up is, why does the trail get closed? And whether or not we as off-roaders are trashing it, whether or not we as off-roaders are the ones that are tearing up the trail, that doesn't matter. It's perceived that we are. When groups roll in with 30 plus Jeeps, 30 plus ATVs, trucks, whatever it may be, to enjoy the trail, it's perceived that we are the ones tearing it up. That's all it takes. Perception. Whether or not we are doing it at all. Whether or not we are to blame. Even if we're the ones going and cleaning up the trail, all it takes is a perception that we are the ones causing the problem, and they'll talk to the powers that be to get people like us that enjoy the trail, that enjoy being outside, that enjoy camping and using the land for enjoyment, that'll get it shut down, and that sucks. Is it fair? No. I don't think that most, I know there's some, but I don't think that most of us in the overlanding community especially cause trash and issue and problems. Most of the Jeep people I know don't do that. And they clean up after themselves, or if there's somebody in the group that doesn't, there's usually someone else behind them that does. It's been my experience that way. That's why I don't like running in a group of more than, 10 vehicles is pushing it for me, but I like it to be about 5 vehicles on the trail when I'm going. For one thing, when you do have somebody that breaks down, when you do have somebody that gets stuck, everybody in a 5-car group is going to help. Not everybody in a 30-plus car group is going to help if you get stuck or even know what's going on. So they're going to get aggravated because they're sitting there for an hour waiting on something that they don't know what's going on. Most of you should have CBs or some kind of communication to be able to talk to each other about. But still, you've got people that are getting aggravated because they're having to wait. And if you are on a one-way road, you got 30 vehicles off to the side of it or right in the middle of it, because old K-Trails, you got off the road, you were on private land. We've found out that the trail itself is private land, but you cause problems for the people that are local, the people that drive on the road every day for whatever reason, that own it. And so it just causes problems. So I think we need to be mindful of the perception of our sport and do everything that we can to change that perception. There's some trails that I think you can go with 30 Jeeps and be fine. And I say Jeeps, and I mean all off-road vehicles. So pardon me, Toyota people and Ford people and Chevy people and Nissan people. Sorry. I think that there's some of those trails that's okay. And I think that some of the towns there, that's how they sustain life, is a lot of people that come in and use those trails. Another thing that I have recently found is that when you post on social media coordinates to a place that you've gone to that you think's cool, it seems like everybody goes after that. That's happened to another place here in Oklahoma, and you just hope that people are being mindful of where that's at. And I actually posted where it was, so I'm at fault for that one. I've learned my lesson. If you want to know where a certain spot is that I've been, you can send me a private message and I may send you coordinates or tell you a roundabout way of where it's at. But I don't think that I'm going to be showing on social media the exact coordinates of where a trail that I have been on is. I might tell you what city it is. I might tell you what portion of the state it's in, stuff like that. But or what forest I'm in, things like that. But I don't think that I'm going to pinpoint anymore on social media exact coordinates of the trail that I was on. If you ask me for it, I might send it to you privately. But yeah, there's too much going on, and we got to keep these trails open. So be mindful of the trash. Be mindful of the number of vehicles that you have in your group. And remember that it's mainly perception that will get these trails closed. So anyway, don't want to discourage anybody. I still want you to be able to go out and enjoy the trails, enjoy the back roads, do the overlanding thing. I love doing it. I'm not going to stop. In fact, this only fuels me more and gets me more passionate about this. Is it a sport? Is it a lifestyle? Is it a way of life? Is it an obsession with overlanding? It only fuels that more to do the right thing and to share with other people to do the right thing. So keep going out there and doing your adventures, and just keep it clean, and be mindful about the perception, and go all over. Be careful out there.